Good morning, afternoon, evening, everybody. Hello. Yeah, I kind of derped here. Cause I literally just uploaded my live blind reaction to the trailer, and now here I am streaming, talking about the cards at the same time. There's ultimately a reason why we're streaming today. You'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, like I recommend you guys, like those of you here, like just check out the video first if you want, and then you can just hop on by. Like we're, you know, like I actually give my first impressions there. So watch the video, ignore the stream if you want. That's fine. We're just gonna be yapping for a little bit. Does Mogwai have a Discord server? I do, and I am incredibly active there. I miss Marvel Snap streams. I mean, Marvel Snap streams were quite fun. When I wasn't just like raging about the monetization. Two times silver in every deck. Yeah. Like you guys will see, like in the video, like my reaction to silver is just like, oh dear God. Hey Ma, can I ask why there are no TCGPSS, why there are no pocket videos lately? I've basically slowed down a lot in July, Kaikos, and the reason why is I've just been really burnt out. Like that's just the reality of it. Like I've been going at it, you know, ever since November. Like I've been going, you know, delivering like daily uploads for the most part and stuff, and I kind of reached the point around June and especially in July where I just kind of like hit a bit of a wall. And basically July has been kind of like a vacation for me. That's why I just needed a break mentally. So that's, but you know, I do mention this in the video that I just uploaded, which again, like my timing, this is like very unprofessional, you know, which is classic me, where I just like I upload the video and I start streaming at the same time. But like what was I thinking? The thing is, I was planning to stream now, and I wasn't expecting, because I was expecting the trailer to be released like everybody else, right? During the actual Pokemon event. Did we ever get an answer as to why that didn't happen? Because that's just really bizarre, right? That's just really weird that we get the trailer like 2 days after like the Pokemon event, where they just cover like a lot of stuff, but they don't talk about the Pokemon Pocket expansion that's coming in like a week. I hope this isn't a hot take, but I think Ho-Oh and Lugia are a bit mid. We'll have to see additional cards to support them. Yeah, I think Lugia specifically is 100% tied to Ho-Oh, which I'm not sure how I feel about that aspect of the design, right? Like, I have the thing here. Ho-Oh is significantly more, like significantly is not even like enough of a word, but it's just exponentially more flexible than Lugia. Lugia is just like play me with Ho-Oh and do nothing else, right? And I'm not sure I'm crazy about that. It just makes like one of the two absolutely dependent on the other, while Ho-Oh can go with like a shitload of things. like being astronomically like more interesting and more useful in the other. So, you know, I'm not the biggest Generation 2 fan, but I did like Lugia over Ho, and I don't know, like this approach of just like making one absolutely dependent on the other and the other one like actually offering a lot more is not, you know, I'm not a huge fan of that. But, you know, it is what it is. Like, this card is extremely flexible because it requires 3 sources of colorless energy. So the potential for Ho-Oh is quite big, right? Like, you combine them with dragon cards that are dual energy, you know, that fall within these 3 color typings. Dragonite obviously comes to mind, but also stuff like Druddigon as well can be automatically. I don't know how powerful that combination actually is, but right now, like the most obvious combination is with Dragonite. Like, that's where everybody's towards. Blue and electric energy, and a Pokemon that not different sources of energy to function, but also is a high-end attacker, both the EX and the regular version. So it blends really well with that. You can also just use it with, you can use it with colorless ramp. It's just extremely flexible because of the fact that its attack requires, like, it just doesn't require anything specific. So that's a big deal. We got shown like the standard vanilla, you know, we know we're getting Meganium, Typhlosion, and Crocodile. And not Crocodile. For Alligator. Can somebody explain to me what this means? I don't figure this out in the video. You'll see, like, I actually like look at this and I'm just like, wow, what the hell does this mean? No cost. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. It's also kind of weird that they released the babies, right? Because they don't, you know, you don't need to evolve Pikachu onto a Pichu. Okay, so Pichu is just essentially ramp. It's like a suicide ramp, right? Like, you have 30 HP, so, you know, you just flick it and it dies. But you're able to ramp. You're actually able to ramp immediately with it, because you're placing an energy on a Pokemon on the bench, and then you're attacking with Pichu, and you're placing another one. So you're accelerating your energy production. And the thing with Pichu is you can add him in a deck without electric energy, or like a multicolor deck, and you can just like give something electric energy anyways. While Cleffa is a way for you to draw without actually having to invest energy onto it. But the downside to these is that you're very likely to give your opponent a point as early as their first attack, really. Like, if a Silvally deck, for example, if Null flips heads, it just one-shots them. You know, any sort of like... It can punish decks that have a bit of a slow start. Grass energy only deck with Ho ramping Celebi. I mean, you're just like building up the Ho-Ho, putting 3 energy on it, and then transferring it over to Celebi. Like, it still feels really slow. I feel like you kind of want some way to be able to accelerate onto Ho-Ho itself, I think. So you want a way to ramp onto Ho-Ho, so that then Ho-Ho can transfer the energy onto something else. You kind of have like this rally effect, right? The problem with that approach is that if you ramp onto Ho-Ho, then, and they kill your ramper, then the moment Ho-Ho goes down, you can't afford Ho-Ho to go down, basically, because you lose the game. I did watch. I uploaded a blind reaction to it. The problem is I uploaded as soon as I started the stream because I had a schedule. Like I was planning on streaming at this time, but I wasn't expecting the video to go up. So it just kind of like. Yeah, I wish we had like a predetermined date for trailers, but we don't. It's always like very random. So this time it just kind of like aligned with like I was going live. I actually delayed the stream because of it. What's the plan of Turbo Ho? Moltres? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure honestly. Like I do agree that my first impression is that these cards are not... They don't seem insane to me, but there could be some support that flips that on its head, right? Like, we don't have the full picture. I believe the trailer is always a Thursday before release. That's not true, though, because the trailer has gone up on Tuesdays a lot, you know, like... So when is the new set dropping? It's dropping the 30th. Next Wednesday is when we get the new expansion. Yeah, we could. I think it's reasonable to expect like us getting Entei, Suicune, and Raikou. I'd be surprised if that's not the case. I'm happy to know what these do. Put a random Pokemon from your deck into your hand. So this thing just like draws you immediately. But it's you know, it's a bit of a suicide lead as well. But maybe if you face some deck that, you know, doesn't really have something to one-shot it, it can actually, because it has a retreat cost, a free retreat cost. So these Pokemon could be quite relevant depending on the meta. If people are just smacking from the get-go, if like Skarmory is popular or Carnivine, stuff like that, then these Pokemon are just kind of like a liability. But if you're running into anything that, you know, like Giratina, anything that has like a bit of a slower start, the problem is if you're facing like Giratina Greninja, right, with Sylveon, then this is just like Greninja food. Like, you're just gonna need 2 pings to kill them. So, bit of a like a glass cannon, you know, tempo resources. One for card draw, the other one for energy ramp. Definitely, both of them are definitely very much playable. Could actually be good depending on the environment. But if the meta is anywhere near like aggressive, then they're just gonna go down really quickly. I don't like this Gyarados. I'm not crazy about this Gyarados. I think this Gyarados is kind of like whack. You have to discard like... Discarding 2 Pokemon gives you like 100 attack for 2 energy, which is powerful, but it's not like, you know, that's basically what Silvally does. Like, just think about it, right? You have 20 more HP than Silvally, but in order to deal, instead of like playing a supporter card, you have to get rid of 2 of your bench Pokemon. With fishing nets, though, you can up that. It can be a crazy finisher with fishing net. That's a good point. Gyarados can discard a weak 20 HP EX. Yeah, it can do that. It has utility, but the problem that I have with it is that you can't. It's gonna give you like 1 or 2 attacks at best, and then it's just kind of useless, right? So it's a weird card. It's a weird card because the requirement is like really heavy. Like, fishing net is a fun idea. Like, you can sack, fishing net, like you can like. But I mean that's actually a fun idea. Like, I think with fishing net, this card could see some, like, it could be cool. Manaphy gives energy to Magikarp. Gyarados discards Manaphy. Yes, but you're still only dealing 60 damage, and you're ramping onto a Pokemon that requires 2 energy to attack. So I don't know how good that is. Yeah, I don't see it being like really good. I don't. I do think Umbreon is really good. Because, you know, having a Cyrus ability pretty stonks. Pretty damn stonks. You can just like drag in something to the front line and just hit it. Umbreon Greninja, ladies and gentlemen. Like with Sylveon, like the problem is like Sylveon Greninja, you know, you benefit from the fact that you can go dual energy. This guy requires 2 specific sources of dark energy. So I don't think you need to like necessarily, you don't need to pair this with Greninja. Just like a deck with like poison barbs, shit like that can allow you to make use of it. I think it's really like, it's definitely like gonna be really solid. It's just a very powerful ability. It's a very, very powerful ability, and it has a really nice attack. Like dealing 80 damage for 2 energy. This is essentially what, like, remember back in the Genetic Apex days when Marowak, like you kind of wish Marowak was this, like just dealing 80 damage every single time and not having to like miss 25% of the time for the potential to high roll. Yeah, combining him with Spiritomb, yeah, exactly. Lots of potential there. Sylveon is not particularly impressive, but just the fact that it's a Psychic type already makes it pretty damn good. Because there's a Psychic type and that's an evolution, right? Because you can pair it with Sylveon and both of them can attack. That already is good. That's already great. Like it's not a super exciting card, but it has an ability that's always going to be somewhat useful at the very least. And you can pair it with Sylveon, and Sylveon this can attack in the same deck, so that's a good thing for it. And then this Togepi I did not see in the trailer. Did I miss this? Charm. During your opponent's next turn, attacks used by the defending Pokemon do minus 20 damage. Okay, so Growl. Okay, so a Growl Togepi. Not much to say about it, to be honest. Don't feel too bad about missing it. I mean, it looks adorable, but that's pretty much it. Would you please answer my question? I'm confused. What question? But the title of the video says coming July 29th. It's also mentioned in the video description. So what is the actual date? It says July. Bro, you gotta understand that it's always gonna be confusing. Like I have had expansions when it comes out like a day earlier than I expected because the time zones just make things very confusing. And sometimes even the websites that indicate the expansion is coming out at this time are actually wrong. I don't know exactly when it's going to be, but basically like next week, bro, like 29, 30, around that time. It just depends where you're from. Blame the Earth for being round, exactly. Not my fault. Espeon and Dusknoir would be a crazy build. You heal Espeon with Dusknoir, and after your turn, you heal Dusknoir with Espeon. I don't know about a crazy build, because the problem is your HP cap's at 140. That means there's quite a few things that are one-shotting you. Obviously, Giant Cape is a thing, but Guzma is also a thing. Like, the thing about Espeon is it has to be in the active spot. Like they can function. It could be a cute combo, but I think in order to be like a tank like that, you gotta be something like a Gengar, right, with like 170 HP. Now then we're talking, but 140 is just kind of like it's vulnerable. It's vulnerable to a lot of like high-end attacks. Mogwai, happy early birthday. Oh wow, how do you know? How do you know this? Yeah, tomorrow's my birthday, guys. I'm surprised you know that. Oh, the wiki. Oh, shit. We're gonna surprise you. So he ruined it. He ruined the surprise. Are you participating in the Shadowverse tournament tomorrow? No, I'm not. I'm not. I actually haven't played in a bit. How old are you turning? 15? Just a little bit more than that. You were close though. Okay, all these people saying 45, you're gonna get banned. That's hate speech. Saki with the 3 months. Thank you so much. Thank you for the mega. I did actually miss you. How you doing? Mog, will we see you participating in Pokemon Pocket tournaments in the future? No, not really. I played, ever since the beginning, I played Pokemon Pocket to just have fun with it. I don't like Pokemon Pocket as a competitive game, personally. That's just my opinion. So I don't really play in tournaments. Nuzlocke stream happening. That is, yes. I think that's, to break out of the burnout, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. I think the Run and Bun, right? That's what it's called. That's, you know, yeah, that has my interest. Not Run and Bun, it's too hard. Yeah, bro, I like a challenge. And I think, okay, there's like no faith here. Stream 2 days in a row equals burnout, bro. Okay, so, you know, jokes aside, like I've been burnt out for almost like the entire month. And yeah, I don't want to yap about it. You know, like it's just that I've been doing the same thing for quite a bit, and you know, I think my reaction is just I'm a human being, and it was bound to happen. Did you like the Expedition 33 streams? Yeah, but not that many people were into it, unfortunately. And I get it; it wasn't a blind playthrough, so I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Where can I see the new cards? I'm using this link right here. I'll post it on both chats. So not that many cards to talk about, but this is the one that I find terrifying. We got Thoughtseize in Pokemon Pocket, ladies and gentlemen. I go over this card in the video, and it is downright, yeah, it's actually scary. Yeah, Lyra is a different leaf. The difference is it can work really well with Pokemon with absolute insane retreat costs. like Snorlax. But this is the card that I think, this is the most... This is the card that impacts me the most, like when I see it. Silver might low-key replace Mars in some decks. Hear me out. It's the new endgame counter card. It's not just an endgame. I think this card will be particularly annoying in the beginning of the game. Like, denying a professor's research from your opponent with this can be really, really obnoxious. I'm not gonna lie and say I don't know how good this will ultimately be because it's taking up a slot in your deck, but being able to, like, just look at your opponent's hand and just take away their draw or steal away their game-winning... They can still draw it after, right? Like, that's the thing. Like, if the game has dragged out enough, they can still just, like, redraw the card right after. Like, that is a possibility. But I think this card is going to be, like... It's going to make us miss, like, turn 1 red card, because turn 1 silver... The positive aspect of this card is that it's going to benefit people going first. If you go first with silver, you can play it before your opponent is able to even play Professor's Research. And that can be really, really, really annoying. I think this card is just going to be annoying. I don't think it's going to fit every deck because, you know, your decks have, like, a lot of decks are very tight on slots. But those who run it, it's a terrifying card in that sense. It's a hand scope also, exactly. The thing is, it's not perfect. Like, it's a supporter, so you can't, like, if you want to lead off with this, you can't Professor's Research on the same turn, for example. You can't silver and then, like, make a supporter play after, but still, like, this... Yeah, this is the card, like, we finally have, like, actual legit hand disruption that doesn't take, like, a few turns to build up. And it's insane with Silvally. Yeah. This card makes Silvally even better. Because it's a good proactive supporter play. And yeah, it just makes Silvally better. I think Silvally may be one of the reasons Silvally may have accelerated my burnout, to be honest. I think it's one of the cards that I think impacted the game in a worse way. Like, it's just... When you run into, like, Silvally Rampardo, Silvally Charizard, it kind of, like... exacerbates the design flaws of Pokemon Pocket, like that card alone. And it just got a new toy to play with. Like, this definitely goes in Silvally. Like, Silvally definitely plays this. It took out 95% of the card pool. Yeah, it did. Like, how are you gonna compete? How are you gonna play? Why are you gonna play other stage 1 evolutions when you have a stage 1 evolution that is colorless that deals 100 damage for 2 energy, right? Like, it's a neutral that became a staple and just mixes well with literally everything. Or almost everything. Except for, you know, Pokemon who require very specific synergies, right? And this card just made it better. Sylveon too, yeah. I feel like the meta has become so fast recently. No, yeah, the game definitely sped up. The game 100% sped up. And I think Silvally is one of the biggest culprits. I swear, if I see a Sylveon on the road, I will ram it over and it will not be by accident. Thank you for sharing, Saki. It's a little bit graphic, but yeah, I can't particularly blame you. I mean, if I saw you doing that, I wouldn't call the cops. Like, you wouldn't have to worry about me as a witness. I'm not gonna help you, but you know, I'm not gonna stop you. I wonder if the game could improve if they add a mode that is more than 20 cards in a deck and requires more than 3 points to win. This is, people have been saying this since the very beginning. Since the very first month of Pokemon Pocket, people have been saying this. It is really yeah, it's classic copium. It's Pokium. Absolutely Pokium. The answer to that suggestion is one that you're probably not gonna like, but it's always been the same one. It's like there's already a more complex version of the game. It's called the Pokemon Trading Card Game. And I don't like to be negative. I don't like to come off cynical, but I do not expect that to ever happen. And I think now it's more relevant, like it's more clear now than ever, considering they have not done a single thing to improve the UI, which is kind of lackluster. Just, like I have to wait 2 seconds for that message to go away. Like every single animation in the UI has to finish before you can do anything else. This has evolved more into card collection game for me. To be honest, like it's always been that. It's just a casual, like, you know, take a couple of minutes out of your day, open some packs and play some games. That's the purpose of the game, right? And I've had a lot of fun with it, for sure. But I have reached, like, I think I just burnt out because I've been playing it like crazy for over half a year until my brain imploded. Let the casual game be casual. You will miss the casualness of Pocket if they ever make it complex. That's by comparing not just other TCG, but other multiplayer games. I don't disagree with that, honestly. Like, it shouldn't... Oh, okay. There's the second one. Alright, another shiny I'll never use. You know, like, the game is what it is, right? But it also shows that, you know, I think we're all just we're just hungry for card games. And a little bit of complexity as well, you know, and right now we're not getting the market is a bit rough in that sense. Oh, Pokemon Champion. We could talk about Pokemon Champion. Pokemon Champions. Now that's got me hyped. I may go full circle because I found this channel on like actual 6v6, you know, competitive Pokemon, and we're getting an official, potentially a little bit, you know, pay to win version of Pokemon Showdown. And I think, you know, the pay to win aspect's that's not the exciting part, but just like the game, the fact that we're getting that as a game is like, I'm really hyped out about it. I wanted to see a live reaction to that. I should have, yeah. I should have recorded it. Does anyone know why he stopped playing Magic the Gathering? Because I had 2 viewers. because I covered MTG Arena at the beginning, and the channel did really well. But then I switched over to Legend of Runeterra, and then when I was, you know, in like a bit of like a content creator crisis mode last year, I went back to Magic the Gathering Arena, but you know, the timing was a little bit off. And to be completely honest with you, I never really got over the land system. Like, the land system is kind of like, it's always been a problem for me with Magic the Gathering. But my biggest gripe with Magic the Gathering is the fact that I am one of those people that I don't like what Commander has done to the game. I think, you know, I'm interested in card games that prioritize, you know, standard or 1v1, like the official format. And I also, another thing that I don't like about Magic, even though they've been incredibly successful this year because of it, is them just taking other IPs and putting them into the game. You know, like the Spider-Man expansion or the Final Fantasy expansion. I know the Final Fantasy expansion, like what I say, like the people in suits at Hasbro just do not care about my opinion in that regard, because they made a shitload of money with it. But I think long term that just kind of like is going to hurt the game. Like, not now, but long term. Like, I think, you know, if you got an IP, you should just kind of like focus on that IP. It just, I don't know, it just feels kind of like soulless to me now. And I don't think I'm the only one who thinks like this. I knew it was going to be one of the reasons, and I agree. It's losing the identity it once had very quickly. Yeah, exactly. Like, nobody cares about the Magic lore now. I mean, and even less than before. And that's what we can expect for the future for Magic as well. Just like more, you know, we'll get, don't be shocked to see like a Pokemon collab, like a Pokemon set in the future. You know, more Marvel sets, maybe like a Batman one. Like a Batman, honestly, like they could get me with a Batman one. That's the thing. Like, it works, but it works for that set. And then moving onwards is just like, what is this game about anymore, right? Like, what is this game's identity? What is going on here? Like, when I get into a card game, like, I just, you know, I value like I think the lore is very important. I think care about the characters. Like, that was one of the cool aspects of Legend of Runeterra, right? Like, it was just like this universe built on the League of Legends, and you had like all these different champions, and learning about the champions as they released them. As somebody who didn't play League of Legends before, like, it was quite the journey. But I'm one of those people, you know, maybe I'm old-fashioned in that sense, but I think MTG is just losing its soul. If we want to label it with something, identity, soul, whatever. And that is actually a big deal for me. I really miss Legend of Runeterra. I do too. These past couple of months, I've grown nostalgic more than ever. Oh, that's pretty cool. They didn't know it was about LoL. I wish they had a Dota version. Dota over LoL. I was never... I suck at MOBAs. I'm awful in MOBAs. So I played Artifact. Like there was a Dota card game. It was called Artifact. And it died. Like immediately. Out of all the card games I played, Artifact was the one that was literally dead on arrival. Like it just never... It never even got the opportunity to be a thing. Why did it flop? I think it's a good question. I think the game was very complex, but had elements of RNG that were very frustrating. And the monetization... we've had a lot worse monetization, but the way Artifact presented it, it just pissed people off from the get-go. Like you had to buy the game, and then you had to buy to play the game. Like you had to pay money to actually play. Yeah, it was insane. So it just came off like, okay, you can't just jump into this game and play. Like, no, from the get-go. Like people say, well, long term it would have been cheaper than other card games. That doesn't matter. People need at least the illusion that they can just like grind the game without having to dump money into it. Like if you play a game that requires you to pay to purchase it, and then you have to pay to get the cards, and you have to pay to play games, like that is insane. And they were like very stubborn about it. Like I remember I was in the Discord, and one of the devs, he was a guy with like long blonde hair, and yeah, he was just basically telling us, no, you guys will understand. Like you guys just don't see it. Like you don't have our brain, you know, like you just don't. They didn't say it like that, but you know, they might as well could have, because they literally said that. Like you guys will understand the reasoning behind the system and everything. And then the game crashed and burned, and we never heard from them again. You know, sometimes arrogance can lead to humiliation even. But that just goes to show, like, they legitimately believed that they were being very clever about it. And they were, like, they completely ignored our input for balancing. The game was ridiculously unbalanced. Like the core set, it was one of the worst core sets that I've ever played. It was super unbalanced. There were like 2 decks, and they were set on they were not changing cards. They were never gonna do that. And then when the game was dying, they did. Yeah, red was just busted beyond belief. Like the strongest faction was the one that had like the more stats. And when like the strongest archetype in your card game is the one that just like is just raw stats and power, it can lead to quite the dull experience. But having all this said, it is true. The gameplay itself was really special. I don't care what anybody says. Like the Artifact gameplay, like I can't think of a card game that got my heart racing like Artifact did, and that's kind of like that's why I stuck with it. It was like the experience was special. But I think it was also for like a very niche crowd, and yeah. And the pros, the cons outweighed the pros by quite a bit. I gotta check this out. I had no idea there was a card game. I've been playing Dota for over 20 years. Guys, I just recruited somebody for Artifact. For free. Free publicity to a dead game. Having only 1,000 views per video on Artifact was sad. Yeah, it took me a month to realize, wait, these numbers suck. Like, it was one day when I woke up and I'm like, wait, this is not sustainable. Did you watch the trailer? I uploaded a blind reaction to the new cards, Abanash. It's uploaded, so you can check that video out. It's unwatchable because of that 3-lane shit. I agree. It was not. It was very hard to follow. Like, they wanted it to be like the ultimate card gaming esport, but they kind of like did not think about, like, it was a lot more fun to play Artifact than to watch it. For sure. You couldn't hop into the middle of a game as a viewer and follow what the fuck was going on. Did Shadowverse begin its downfall? Many content creators are dropping after only some weeks. Okay, so I don't know about other people, JMMR, but I can tell you just my perspective, okay? I enjoyed diving into the game. I think ultimately it's a good card game. It's a fun card game. But I have issues with it because I don't think it's a deck building friendly card game. I don't think there's gonna be much actual like original deck building going on in Shadowverse specifically for quite some time. And that disillusioned me because as a content creator. You know, because I like card games where I can build a bunch of different decks, and I cannot do that in Shadowverse. It is impossible. So it just felt like I dived into it, and as I was a week into it, like I was literally grinding the same deck for a while because it's quite skill intensive. Like Shadowverse requires, like, especially when you're piloting decks like Roach, for example, it's very intricate. But it's just like it's one of the least like deck building friendly card games I've played personally, and I didn't want to accept this because I was already like announcing that I was diving into it and stuff because I was really excited because it's super polished. The UI looks really pretty, but it just lacks that aspect that is unfortunately very important for me. But that doesn't mean that it's a bad game because it's not. It's not a bad game. It's a good game. The negative reviews don't have anything to do with what he's saying. Yeah, no, the negative reviews are not about that. The negative reviews are just old Shadowverse players freaking out about the monetization. And I don't think they were fair. Like, my issues with Shadowverse are purely like they're just kind of like bias, right? I also enjoy, when it comes to like combat-centric card games, I enjoy card games where my board matters for more than a turn. And I also feel like the nature of Shadowverse is just not something that I'm going to ultimately enjoy long term. Because like in Shadowverse, like the stats on the cards don't really matter that much. it's very easy to wipe. It's just like, I develop a full board, it gets wiped. Now I build my board, and then my opponent wipes it. It's kind of like a ping pong game, you know? It's like wipe, 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 and then until one person fails to wipe, it's like they missed the hit, and then they're fucked. And I kind of like card games where like the board matters more, right? Like the stats matter more. Like when you play a unit, it's not always going to get like immediately removed. Shadowverse is like an extreme version of that, basically. Like, you better not get attached to your Shadowverse cards. You know, like that's like when you're playing them. You're like, you have this cool, oh man, I can't wait to see what you do, because Timmy, you're gonna play him and he's gonna die. He's gonna do something and then your opponent's gonna kill him. Because if they don't kill him, then you know, they're in trouble. So the game is explicitly, like, it's very, very hard designed to, like, people, you know, like, for example, a card like from Abyss, like Medusa, or from Swordcraft, the wolf guy, right? They come in and they just kill shit multiple times, like super easily. Yeah, that's one of my issues. Like, the card's defense stat means close to nothing. Yeah. It does matter. Like, there are some removals, but then you play against Rune, and then they dropped, what was his name? William? And he deals 47 damage to the entire board, and then stats just don't matter. So a lot of the strategies within Shadowverse, like the end game revolves around Storm. So around the ability to develop something and attack the life points immediately. If you think about it, most strategies have like, do this in one way or another, right? Even Swordcraft, which is the faction that is about like keeping a board, like it's the most efficient faction at like preserving a board and generating stats. Even their faction has a win condition that just goes face for 12 damage, right? Albert. You think maybe without Storm, the gameplay would be better? I mean, without Storm, the gameplay would have to be something completely different. Because, it's actually not Storm that's the problem. Like, the game, I can't say it's a problem because the game is clearly designed that way, right? But it's the fact that, like, Rush is so common because the game wants you to be able to kill the opponent's board. It's kind of like playing into the anime sense of just like this dynamic back and forth fight of like, and a lot of people are into that. You know, like when this is like a personal preference. I'm not saying that that's just inherently bad. It's just that for me and my personal preferences when it comes to card games, I know myself well enough to understand that like long term, I'm gonna get very tired of that. Can we get an original non-meta tier list that compares your TCGs images and put them on the board of mangas you've read? Wait, I do not understand that question. Can we get an original non-meta tier list that compares your trading card games and puts them on a board of mangas you've read? So, what? So you mean like I have like a manga for like each tier that represents that tier and I put the cards on that's I could just do a tier list. No, let's not be mean. No, like it was a suggestion. I just want to make sure I understood it. Okay, I'm gonna switch the music. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Omega load. Where's the thing? Here. Okay. Reveal your my anime list, Mog. I actually don't have an account. I do use it sometimes to see, like, you know, if there's like an anime that I want to watch and if it's like any good. Like the rating system there is relatively accurate. Honestly, a big problem with Shadowverse, in my opinion, is the health total. 20 is too low and forces this feeling of having to board clear every turn. But the thing is, like, if it doesn't, that's all intentional. Like, Shadowverse is exactly the game the devs want it to be. It's very dynamic. It's about just like these massive swings. You know? Because clearing an opponent's board releases dopamine, and giving both players the ability to do that allows for these swingy moments. But I argue that sometimes the swinginess of it is a little bit too much, at least for my personal taste. Emphasis on personal taste. Because there's a lot of people who are into it. Show your N hentai history, Mog. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that before. For your next video, set release video, you can press comma and full stop when paused on YouTube to move from frame by frame. Yeah, I get told that every single time and I forget about it every single time, but next time I will 100% remember it. Thank you. Are you more excited about the Pokemon cards or the supporters in this new set? I am terrified for Silver. I think Silver is going to be really, really, really annoying. Elemental Switch is essentially like the item version of Dawn that's specific to like 3 different colors, so it's going to be a good card. Umbreon, I think, is going to be pretty solid. These cards are actually interesting, and I think Ho-Ho is going to offer... How do you pronounce this? Because I get shit from you guys every single time I say it. Ho-Oh? Hoo-ha? Ha-hoo? Ho-Ho. Have you considered Hearthstone recently? I don't know if I'm that... I don't think I'm that desperate yet. I know what I want to do. Like, I gotta finish up a sponsorship and stuff. Like, I want to clear that up. But soon, you know, when we get back at it, like, I'm gonna do a Nuzlocke. I'm gonna do a hardcore Nuzlocke run, and I'm gonna flawlessly end it. Like, I'm gonna beat it. I'm gonna beat Run and Bun on my very first attempt, which will catapult me to the Hall of Fame. All of a sudden, the entire Nuzlocke community will know of my name, and the internet will finally respect me. I'm really excited for that. It's gonna be a journey. Attempt 3. Okay, I got you, Frank. Thinking of checking out Riftbound when it releases. Yes, I know very well what Riftbound is. I've actually answered this question quite a few times. And, you know, it's always the same. I don't really care if it's not a digital card game, unfortunately. Because I can't, I like playing card games on my computer. And I cover card games that I can play on my computer. So, playing a card game that I can't play on my computer is just like, that's the main reason why I haven't dabbled into Flesh and Blood. Despite the fact that, like, everybody who knows about Flesh and Blood and has played it and talks to me about it, it's just like the holy grail of card games, right? And I believe them. I actually, like, I'm not a bit skeptical about that. Like, it cannot, like, there's a lot of people who are very knowledgeable, who played a lot, who I respect, you know, when it comes to, you know, competitive card gaming and, you know, like, their opinions on, and they all say it's insane. But it does not have a digital client, at least not an official one. What are you nuzlocking? Run and Bun. I'm gonna beat it on my first try. Surely. You guys, like, I was just gonna say, I'm gonna be a lot better than you think. Back in my day, I was a pretty, like, I was a top tier draft format player. Like, my prep was insane. So this is, it's technically the same. Like, I'm preparing for teams that I know what they're gonna be playing. So I got this. I've done this before. I just gotta adapt to the Pokemon that I get and make the best out and find ways, you know, do the calcs and find ways to defeat everybody. What the hell is Run and Bun? It's a ROM hack for Pokemon, and apparently it's one of the most difficult, if not the most difficult, like, one to complete. Like, I think there's like a there's like a counter for. I mean, there's a video on it. Wait, let me show you. What was the name of this Nuzlocke channel? Yes.
Chapter 1. The Art of the Nuzlocke.
This one.
I cannot push a boulder in real life, but nothing describes the experience of playing the Pokemon mod called Run and Bun more aptly than the Greek myth of Sisyphus.
Okay, this guy goes hard.
Punished by the gods to push a rock to the top of a mountain. Every time Sisyphus is just about to reach the apex, the boulder escapes his grasp and tumbles back down, trapping him in the underworld forever. Have you ever wondered what Sisyphus' first journey to the top of the mountain felt like, when he was still hopeful he could make it? Imagine yourself in that position. The task seems simple at first. You get a feel for the rock, its weight, its shape. You roll and climb, taking care to look out for hazards to trip over, holes in the ground, uneven parts of the slope. You're confident, until you take your first look behind you and see how high you've already gone. You realize if you let the boulder slip, your hard work will be wiped out in an instant. The further away the bottom, the greater the consequences of failure.
This video is pure cinema, by the way.
As you hold on to the boulder, and can you imagine doing all of that just to see it roll down anyway?
No, not me. Not me. Not me. Continue.
Pokemon Run and Bun named very innocently after an online friend of its creator, is a modified version of Pokemon Emerald and is comprised of 331 brutally difficult Pokemon battles. Every single
Okay, I'm starting to get nervous.
one of these fights was handcrafted over years by the game's developer Dexa, one of the best competitive Pokemon players of all time.
Okay, they clearly have not heard about me, but
Challengers must progress through the game's story, collect 8 badges, and beat the Elite Four, while only having access to a limited set of Pokemon of their own. If the player loses just one of these 331 battles, their boulder escapes their grasp immediately, and they must start over from the very beginning. Attempts of this game take months to complete. Runners spend hundreds of tries grinding through the early game, trying just to get one good run. Some of these fights can take dozens of hours to plan on their own. This game requires such deep knowledge of Pokemon mechanics, such expansive levels of planning, luck, and mental fortitude that most people who attempt it don't even make it past the first gym. Beating this game is regarded by many as the holy grail of Pokemon challenge runs. Attempts get tracked and chronicled meticulously by its dedicated online community. Despite Run and Bun's infamy, as of time of this recording, only 53 people in the world have ever beaten it. I'm Peachel. I cannot push a boulder in real life. I play really difficult Pokemon games. This is the story of my furthest attempt of Pokemon Run and Bun.
it has an anime intro and everything. It can't be that hard. No, now it's 65. You know, says this recording 12 people. Guys, 12, this is totally doable. I saw this video like a couple of months ago. I don't remember it being like this dramatic. Shit. I heard the ROM hack creator modeled all the fights off of your Pokemon battle history. Yeah, I can believe that. Guys, I don't want to come off like arrogant and stuff, but I was deemed a legend back in the day. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. I'm not chickening out. It's a fucking Nuzlocke. It's a Pokemon. I just have to plan. I have to capture these. Like, bro, I've been playing Pokemon all my life. Like, I can do this. Let's watch the anime intro together. Mayor Heracross in the game?
Chapter 1. The Art of the Nuzlocke.
This motherfucker got his own anime intro for this video. Has like this insane script. Chapters and like... Bro, just as a YouTuber, just like seeing this gives me anxiety. Like the amount of work that went into this. Meu Deus. He had to study this game for months. How can it be that hard, bro? How? It is 3 hours, yes, Kyle. It is 3 hours. And it was like at least like, when did I watch this? Like a couple of months ago. It's this may be the single-handedly like the best. I'm not kidding. This may be the best YouTube video I've ever seen in my life. Just being. It's just facts. Like, I don't know this guy, but when I saw it, I was like, this is a movie. Can you link the video? Yes. Did he really have to plan for months? How can it be that difficult? Some fights take 3 to 5 hours? How is that possible? Because if you don't get certain encounters, it's just over. Oh, okay. No, I understand the preparation. Like, I'm all about that. Like, I've done a lot of that. Yeah, there's an anime intro. Like, that's it. I need an anime intro. I need an anime intro for my videos. What am I even doing? Maybe this is what I dedicate myself to. To like crawl out of burnout, like an actual like challenge. That'll take quite some time. Maybe this is what I do while we wait for Pokemon Champions. Like, I haven't cried in like years. If I beat this, I think I would cry. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. It's a legacy project. Yeah, it's. I can show it to my grandchildren when I die, or before I do. So you didn't cry in your wedding? Oh, okay, never mind. Don't do that. Okay. I'm gonna start organizing it because I need to like, you know, make the layout and all that shit. Oh, fuck off, Village. But now, what we're gonna do now, guys, and the reason why I streamed today at such a random time. All right, guys, hear me out. This is the final week. I know this sponsorship has been going on for quite some time, but we are in the final week of our Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. So let's finish this. We're getting dunked on, not gonna lie, but we can try to turn it around. But it is, yeah, this is we have today and we have one more day and then the competition ends. We're getting our ass handed to us by Godzly, unfortunately. Guys, be nice. Be nice, please. Be nice. Help me out. Help me out, download the game. All right? Do this for me. And I will deliver with Run and Bun. Let's go. Getting destroyed, help, add. That's a good title. Okay, so it should be set there, and it's set here as well. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have good news. We are getting absolutely decimated. I want to check on the clan, on the dungeon, the clan boss, the demon lord. Why is nobody? Why is this guy back at 100? No, he was at 95%. What happened? Wait, give me a moment, because I think the music is a little bit too loud, no? Arigato gozaimasu. Punk Blueberry, thank you for the prime. I don't understand. I thought we were progressing here. I was here. What? Arigato gozaimasu.
OWO, please, AWDD.
Okay, Super Sigi, for you, I added that in. Can somebody explain me why my progress here like just undid itself? Is it because of this timer? Is it because we only have a time frame to do this? Oh my god, we are so screwed. Oh dear lord. Oh my Deus, oh why? Could I get a download link? Yes, yes. You type Ray Challenge. And you download the link through that. You can also use the QR code that appears at the top left corner of the screen. And you can download the game through there. I would really, really appreciate it. I have the... In the YouTube stream, it's in the description. The very beginning of the description, you get the... And if you guys download through that link, you would be helping me out massively. I would be forever grateful. I will name my Pokemon in Run and Bun after you. Promise. So I have this squad, okay? I've maxed out a lot of the weapons. But I just... I'm kind of stuck. And I'm not sure what to do at this point. Because I'm trying to beat the campaign in nightmare mode, but I cannot defeat this boss. No matter what I do. Fuck off, Nilich. Asshole. Mog, notice me senpai Snapuda ever again. When they decide to not be like absolute demons with their monetization, I could consider it. Can I kill? No, I can't. So I can try to stun her. No, but that doesn't work. Oh, dear. Oh, Jesus. They all... Oh, my God. They're running through me. Oh, my God. They're just completely murdering me. What the hell? I just deal nothing to them is a problem. Okay, that should... last time that wasn't enough. Let's see. No, it was. Oh my God, you're kidding me. Please, 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 just don't end me. No, I should have attacked the other one. Oh, no, 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 stop. Stop, stop. This guy can die. Oh my goodness, bro. Cannot believe that shit. Two of my guys are dead, and this is the first wave. I'm not sure what to do at this point. Like, is it my artifacts? Or are my artifacts that bad? Can you guys please attack my Wukong? No? No, this is hopeless. This is absolutely hopeless. I need to revive, bro. Just let me revive. But don't kill her. Okay, this should kill. Okay. No, they kill. No. This is absolute copium. I cannot get through the waves. Like, oh my goodness. Somebody please help me. I thought I was doing pretty great, and then this happened. Yeah, just attack him. Give me time to revive my dudes. Thank you. Does nothing. Does absolutely nothing. No, no, stop. Stop. No, I can't, like, I'm at a point with the Fire Knight where I cannot get through the oh my goodness. Oh my god. I'm just stuck. I've been stuck for like a week. And I don't have that much silver is the problem. I have a lot of gems. Account free to play as well. No, I actually invested because I in the challenge I have like 200 but I just at this point I just don't know. Maybe I just suck at Raid Shadow Legends. That's a reality I'm not quite ready to confront. No, yeah, no. You guys have to tell me no. That I'm just being emo. Like, no, that's not. I got some new like legendary champions, but having to build them up again is just like I do not have the energy for that. Okay, get a stun there, you know, and like we have a good strategy going on here, but unfortunately, like once we reach the boss, they just run through us really fast. I need to keep weakening this guy so I can kill it with my stick. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. You have like no. See, this is the problem. When I go auto, you waste that attack, bro. Like, what the hell? Why are you turning that to a sheep? Oh my God, Wukong, you're really disappointing me with your IQ. Your IQ is just too low, bro. Because you're a monkey. Okay, let's hit you. Now it should be a range. But I don't have the thing. I mean, I'm just gonna hit them. That probably won't knock him out. Yeah, and that'll put them at range. Okay. The issue is we know what's gonna happen here. First of all, I need to heal. Second of all, I need to stun you. At this point, screw it. Let's just do this. Hit them again. That should probably knock him out there. I get stunned. What the hell? Just hit them. Hit them again. Okay, heal. Again. 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 Okay. Almost back to full, like nothing happened. Let's see if we can get a stun on you. And then go for the weakening there. And then we go for the AoE hit to hit everything. Deny them buffs. Now Wukong gets absolutely murdered, but that's fine. That's the strategy. Because he revives. Bro, this duel is so perfect for the campaign, but I just somehow I just cannot deal with this boss. I got stunned. Are you kidding me? Wait, is Wukong gonna get murdered like back to back? No. Surely not. Heal maybe? Is that? That's not at range. They're just not at... No, it was at range. Oh my god, you're kidding me. Oh, I'm a coward. I am such a coward. Wukong, you're getting like... You're getting killed like 7 times. Every fight. I hope you're okay with this. I hope you accept this. I mean, you should die now. No, no, you're... I just wasted my stick. I wish I had the Wukong from like that. The actual Wukong game probably would do better. But I mean, it's working. Like, we're heading to the boss and we're gonna be like at full health. The problem is the boss is gonna absolutely murder us unless some kind of like miracle happens. I mean, you just gotta believe, right? Like, it's just about believing. That's all it takes, just a little bit of, you know, belief. That did nothing. Okay, I turned that into a sheep. And then I heal. And then I smack that. And then I do this. And then I smack you again. I try to kill that, because if I can just kill that asshole. Okay. Okay, I resist all that. Good, I got provoked. And I just keep attacking like mindlessly. What the fuck, bro? Can we stun? Why does that deal nothing? Why are they ganging up on him now? No, no, stop. Stop. Heal, now. No, 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 this is where, no. I just don't have the stats. Of course I blame Monkey. What am I gonna do? Blame myself? Not on my stream. You should have the one with the increased defense. Yeah, I should have done that. But still, like, I just don't have the bulk. And I have my armor maxed out, so I just... The moment I lost my sensei was the moment it all went downhill. Go back, let me see the equips, yes. So the weapon I've been told is really good. We have this this helmet, 5 stars. We have speed enabled. I equipped these two because they seemed good, you know, lots of stats. Give me accuracy, speed, critical damage. Oh, it's pretty bad. You should aim for 100% crit chance. And my crit rate is really low. Then stack attack on this Wukong. So my critical rate is really low, so maybe I should implement maybe I should implement these gauntlets. Do not go for stars. Look for gauntlets with crit chance. Crit damage 10%. But crit rate is what I'm looking for. These are crit rate 40%. Okay. I think I may have lost the upgrade for that. I will need more crit damage. So I need crit damage and crit rate. Here's crit damage. Set bonuses are not really that good. What do you mean by set bonuses? It's stats over sets. Yeah, okay, I get that. So this defense... I mean, these gloves have 40% crit rate. So now my crit rate has increased dramatically. Now I crit more often, but my crit damage is still more or less the same. This crit damage is an amulet that I have here, and then I have the attack one as well, so these are good. Do this in the filter option, okay? Look for gauntlet with crit chance. I think these gauntlets have the highest one, right? Like these have like critical rate 40%. The new expansion is released next Wednesday, Mr. Lakota. Primary stats. I clicked on the wrong one. Okay, I get it. I get it. Really? I only have these for crit damage. So this is the best gauntlet that I have with the crit rate. 40%. The gauntlet I have the best. I swapped. I had another one. I swapped it for this one. And then for all the other ones. So now we can just focus on all the other tools and focus on the substats. And you said crit chance, crit rate. So 5%, 6%, 5%, 5%, less than that, 5%, 4%. So they fluctuate between 5 and 6%. Like there's not that much difference between them. I should go with this one because it increases my crit rate dramatically. Crit rate, crit damage. I mean, I equip this. I should keep the speed boots, right? What about helmet? This helmet is crit damage, 5%, but it doesn't increase the crit rate. The shield seems really good because it has crit rate and crit damage. This chest plate has crit rate and crit damage at 6%, which is amazing, right? And the helmet seems good enough. I mean... And now I should level them up, yeah. Let me see how much it costs at 12. What? I think I have to close because it's bugging a little bit. Let me reload it. Got accuracy as well. Very nice. Okay, so my crit rate is almost at 100%. It's basically math 93. 93%. We could still up that up a little bit. I still have gold to spare, so I could. You want to go 8 first because if it has stats, okay, I get that. I got lucky with this one though because I got accuracy as well. Like this chest plate is amazing in that sense. I can try to push for level 16. Okay, I got some HP. I mean, that wasn't great, but yeah, this chest play worked out really well. This one also gave me crit rate and crit damage. At this point, does it make as much of a difference? If the primary stat was attacks, it would be bonkers. Yeah, it's just resistance. But now my crit rate has gone up dramatically. What about, let's try to make my duo better. What about Ugo? What is Ugo lacking? I think we've already made like Wukong a lot better, because the crit rate went from like 30 something to like 93%. But what about Ugo? What do I need for Ugo? Ugo needs HP percent. So we need more HP. So do I go with primary? Is he playing the legendary game? Raid Shadow Legends. I am. Logical error. I am. Welcome. Download the game. Now. Gauntlet and armor. So this is HP, defense, and resistance. Like, this should be really good. I mean, I'm losing accuracy. I was told that Ugo really wants accuracy. Do I sacrifice that accuracy with this? Like, I need accuracy, right? Because having so much accuracy with Ugo really makes use of like the second skill, making him more consistent. Filter the artifacts at 5 and 6 as well, but then I remove the HP percentage. Because I did go for like, okay, how about substats? Okay, let me see. So it gives me HP, but not percentage. Crit damage and H. This one gives me a lot of
Hey, Mom,
HP.
Sorry to talk about Pokemon in the raid stream, but just watch
While
your
also
video.
giving me like a
You can
percentage
see
for
the full
accuracy,
cards
right? Like I have
with
enabled
text
accuracy, which
in
gives
the
me
Pokemon Zone
plus
site
40
after
accuracy.
watching
Like
the
my accuracy
video.
is really
And
high
you don't have to
with this
pause and suffer to
combination.
read.
Oh,
Just a
okay.
suggestion. Love your video.
Yeah, I've been told that. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. I I will be doing that in the future, yeah. Okay, I gotta go for a quick bathroom break, guys. I've been holding it in for like 10 minutes. I'll be right back, all right? And I'll figure this out. I think my Wukong is a lot better already. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had to go to the bathroom. Let's see. These gauntlets give me HP. Like I planned out these artifacts, but I guess they're just like they're not epic. They're not strong enough. And if I take out, like, if I were to take out the gauntlets provide me with accuracy, like 11 accuracy. Like I can lose 11 accuracy if I'm going to gain. But I'm losing a bunch of other stats, really. Like I'm losing HP as well, because this one gives me 3,000 HP. Like, just seeing that Ugo's missing in an awakening level, do this and equip an accuracy banner if you have one. Yeah, I just think I don't have an accuracy banner. I can filter. Like, I don't think I have a single banner for Ogre tribes, and I grinded the hell out of the spider. It's the problem, I don't have it. I haven't tried the spider in a minute. Let me see if no, I don't get the I'm missing the accuracy on that. And unfortunately this spider is gonna heal like crazy. Yeah, look at that. Oof. Okay. I want to hold on to this Heart Seeker for when like I have a better proc with it. Okay, they're ganging up on this, and now is when I gotta go for this. Oh, I didn't. Oh my god, I need more accuracy on my Cold Heart. Cold Heart, you're letting me down. No, that was bad. Cold Heart. Oh, fuck. They're just killing my monkey. They won't leave my monkey alone, man. I need to time this. Oh, this heart. I need this heart seeker to go through, man. Like, come on, Cold Heart. We need you. My Rector Drath is not getting like any procs through. Okay, now, come on, Cold Heart, come on, now. Yes! Huge, huge, absolutely huge. No, we got this, we got this, we got this. We just need to gang up on it. Okay. Smack that. Okay. Okay, wait, I have the notepad here. Stage 14 complete. Oh, now my Wukong hits him super effectively. Oh, that's a big deal. Why did that do nothing? Why did that do nothing? Okay. Bro, I'm dealing no damage. All of a sudden, like I go up one level and I'm just like no damage. Nah, this is impossible. No, I'm not dealing enough damage. I'm just not dealing enough damage. Like I completed that one, but this one, even though I hit it like I have a good typing into it. You should stick at the level you can farm in less than 2 minutes, ideally 1 minute. Yeah, no, I should go like I think it was stage 11, or stage 10. Was it stage 10? I have multi battles available, but I could just This is where I can get the banner, right? So I should just be grinding this. Yeah, I have Hell Hades, yeah. With the artifact helper. Like I should be looking at at the Yugo, like the artifacts. Recommended PvE stats: speed, perception, reflex, impulse, feral, speed, accuracy, HP, and defense percent. Yeah, like I went over this, but I guess the artifacts that I have now are just like not. They're just clearly not good enough. Speed, accuracy, HP, and defense percent. That's what I should be focusing on, Ugo. Speed, accuracy, HP, and defense, both percentage. The Hell Hades Artifact Extractor is a software that will look into all the artifacts you have and select the best ones your champion automatically. It's free for use. Where do I get that? Artifact Extractor. I need a username. Like my game information or. So I need an account. I'm signing up. What do you mean? It says invalid username. No, that doesn't make sense. What the? No. Do I need to confirm the thing? When you have the account, log in the credentials in the extractor. Yeah, but I can't log in. Like I created an account and for some reason I can't. I don't know why I can't log in. Like this is the password that I'm using. Give me a second. I should be logging in. No, bro. Like, what is going on? What the hell is going on? Okay, now it is working. Upload to website. Okay, so I clicked on upload to website, and it takes me here. Click on Team Optimizer. Oh, here. So how do I trigger this? Now leave only Wukong. Okay. So I need a stat priority? This is Raid, Radmer. Radmer, it's been a minute. Okay. Sorry, I'm being a little bit ADHD here. In the configure tab first. Minimum artifact level down to 0. Now stats. Hello, Louise. We're doing Raid Shadow Legends. This is a sponsorship that's been going on for 6 weeks. We're in their final week. We're competing against Godzly, and we're getting our ass kicked. So I'm trying to flip it around here. Crit rate. But it says min max. So do I just do max? Oh, okay, min 100. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Now the attack, set it to first. So 1. Thank you for being here, Luis. Really appreciate it. You can download the game. It helps support the channel. There's a link in the description of the stream. You can click there, download Raid Shadow Legends. Give it a shot, and that would help us out a lot. Now speed, set it up to 2. Speed. And crit damage to 3. And that's it. To enable equipping in game, you must run the Hell Hades extractor and be in your roster screen. Open the Champions tab. Oh, did it undo that? Do I have to do that again? Oh, fuck. Wait. So my speed will go down a little bit, but my crit rate damage will go up. My crit damage will go down a little bit. My resistance will go down dramatically, but my accuracy will increase. My HP will go down, but my attack will increase quite a bit. My speed would go down. So is this overall an improvement? Would you say this is an improvement? %28% more damage with this build. Okay. Okay. So now let's do Ugo. How do I remove this? Okay. So what optimizer should I go for? Should I go survival mode or balance mode? Survival mode, right? Okay. And then stats. I want HP. I want like a minimal. Okay. Configure first. Minimum this, okay. And then stats. In the dungeon, set it up to level 15. What? Okay. Okay, I understand. Applied. Okay. (125) accuracy. Where's my accuracy at right now? Okay, so my accuracy is a little bit too high, actually, from what I need. I can do this for any different, yeah. So what were the stats that I need to prioritize for Ugo? Like HP, right? HP, defense, speed, and accuracy. So we already established the accuracy, so we need to prioritize, like, which one do I prioritize? And damage bonus survival, you don't need to set up. You just need the minimum values. So for speed, aim for 160. And everything else we just optimize, right? My SP is going down. But I have more defense now. Yeah, I understand. I had to set up the for what I'm trying to complete. I get it. I get it. It's funny how I ended up giving. How is this weapon better for him? It's just because of the crit rate, right? I know we were doing it for the ice thing, but I'm gonna try to see if like there's actually like a difference when I run into this boss. He dies faster now, I do notice that. But he's dealing more damage, definitely. I actually need to buy a turn so he can heal, yeah. That's stunning. Duh. Well, fuck. My attack is decreased, but I still think I should kill that, yeah. If I hit you now, I won't resurrect you, so I gotta try to, yeah. And now I go here. Turn that into a sheep at least. Jesus. Should probably be attacking the one that's weakened. Oh my goodness. No, nope, 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 nope. How can I get better artifacts? Is it just strictly the Dragon's Lair? Jesus. How's that not killing? No, don't kill my Rector Drath. Don't do it. They're ganging up on my Rector Drath. That's the problem. Let me see if I can heal a bit. Okay, we completed the first one, but what about this one? Like last time, like I was just struggling with this part. I think I should be targeting her. I need that accuracy to be a little bit better. Oh dear God, I'm not doing anything. Let's see if some poisons can help us rack up some. Oh my goodness, like that shit. No, Rector Drath is dead. Rector Drath is dead, and they just wiped me. Oh, she has no artifacts at all, of course. Oh my God, like I just shaped everything around. Oh yeah. Yeah, I have to use the extractor. Anybody first? Damage mode? Okay, so I need to set up those. Okay. So I need to put speed and accuracy at least. So what's the minimum that I need? The crit rate is already like established, optimizing for 100%. So we set up for 85. What about the speed and the accuracy? $225. That is high. But she's stealing artifacts from the others. That's the problem. Like, she's taking artifacts from Ugo, she's taking artifacts from that, so I clearly don't have them. Have you played the new Shadowverse expansion? I have not. Throwing buckets. Yeah, I just don't have it. I'm just lacking what I need to do is I need to grind for artifacts. So the best way to grind for artifacts, correct me if I'm wrong. You did not access. Oh, okay, I did not select the minimum. Yeah, you're right, you're right. No, but still. Problem is I'm shuffling my artifacts around now, and now I definitely lost track of everything. Better this than nothing. I need accuracy. Just put that and what I need to do is I need to just grind the no, I'm not gonna take that now. And I need to grind the dragon, right? Just to get artifacts, like probably it was stage 11, correct? Just grind stage 11. That's the best thing I can do, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Is this game for PC? It is. You can play it on PC. Use the link in the description. Your favorite deck, Forest, got kind of shafted this expansion, to be honest. Swordcraft, Rune, and Abyss are like the best decks. Yeah, I've heard Rune is pretty crazy. Yeah, I can use the option to find team. Yeah, that makes sense. I just like went all in on these champions because it took me a while to level them up. To maximize them, right? And I was hoping I could ride this dream team all the way, but I guess that's evidently not the case. They're really good champions. Yeah. The artifact part is where like I really struggled. Like I was doing great until, you know, that became really important, and then you know, it's a lot of information. The thing is that artifacts are really a thing in this game. If you don't have them, the champ will just suck. Yeah, like... That's what I noticed. There's like tremendous room for growth for like champions. Like you can have really good champions, but if you don't have good artifacts, like they're just... You just run into a wall, right? There's a tremendous amount of room for like optimization through artifacts. So what I gotta do is after the stream, I just gotta set this up to like multi-battle, and I just gotta grind the hell out of the dragon, so I can just rack up as many artifacts as I can, and find the best ones, and then use the app to find me like the best distributions. Hi, Mogwai. So Giratina Darkrai is gonna get more powerful. What makes you say that? Umbreon EX. I don't know if you want to run that in Giratina Darkrai specifically, to be honest. Because Because Darkrai is very energy hungry. But I think Umbreon is a great card. It's a very good card, yes. I think Darkrai Giratina is just better off being Darkrai Giratina, though. Smack him. Rune got an insane card that does everything. What would that be? Why did I lose a... Do I still get points with Rescue Scarf? Yes, otherwise it would be broken. Otherwise it would be insane. No, like seriously, like that card would be a problem. Silver is a problem, yeah. So I'm terrified. I am legitimately terrified by that card. We just gotta grind. Like there's no way around it. We gotta grind, ladies and gentlemen. The fact that you can take a supporter from your opponent is crazy. Yeah, it's gonna be really annoying when you know, it's gonna make going first better a lot of times because you can just lead off with it and take away the professor's research. The card is gonna be undoubtedly annoying. For sure. Yeah, we just gotta grind ahead of us, basically. Like, in order to make this push, like, we just gotta go for it. We just gotta go for it and try to get the best artifacts that we can for the final push. Thank you, Victor. Thank you for everything. You've been super helpful. Really appreciate it. Have a great one. Thank you. Rune got Norman that can either heal for 8, draw 6, or summon 2 wards with barrier in 1 turn. Heal for 8. Jesus. Draw 6. The impression that I got, even just from set 1, is that Runecraft was the best faction. So if they made it even better... They fixed the problem where now it can't get aggroed. Yeah. And if you can't aggro Rune, then you're like, it's really difficult to beat it. I assume they're still using the Cositus endgame. It's hard to beat that, yeah. I actually didn't avoid the stun this time. Nani. Yeah, it was like, this competition was really tight over like the first 3 weeks. It was really close. But then after that, like, we kind of hit a wall and Godzly didn't. I should have seeked out for help more. It's also, you know, like, it's been a long time period and I've been a little bit just burnt out from content creation and stuff, and that definitely has affected our performance, I think. But like, the artifact system is very complex. The artifact system is quite a lot to take in. There's just a lot of like factors, and it's just I need to study more and see if I can make a strong push here to try to even the odds a little bit. But ever since like he won the like, that was the big breaking point, like the clan boss. Mogminion, my boy Mogminion, putting in the work here. Helping out. It's definitely been a ride. And it was going smoothly, but then after one point, you know, the challenge truly became a challenge. And we kind of fallen short. Like, I don't want to call it quits, you know, like I want to keep going. But it's rough. We got one more stream to go, and that'll be the final showdown, and we'll see how we do. But I'm gonna do all that stuff. Like, I'm gonna try to tweak the artifacts and all that good stuff, and I'm gonna make the multi battles to use and try to grind and get a bunch of artifacts in the process, and go on from there. Really appreciate you guys sticking around. Support means a lot. Hope you have a great Thursday. Tomorrow's my birthday, so I'll just be chilling. But I'll see you guys in the weekend. Cheers.